Hey guys, welcome to the Rack Grind channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had a happy Memorial Day. It was a long weekend, and so I just want, I'm excited to get back into doing a video today just to give you guys an update on what's been going on in the market over the last couple of days, over the weekend, over the Memorial weekend. As you can see on the charts behind me, everything is red. So we'll talk about that, why I think that's happening, and all the crypto news that I have in store for you today. So if this is your first time coming to this channel and watching these videos, thank you so much for joining me today. Today I'm doing a little bit of a different format from the last couple of videos that I've been doing. I just want to get straight to some crypto updates today, since pretty much that's all I've been doing this weekend, just kind of learning, researching, improving my trading, looking for more techniques to improve my trading, watching the market, how it's reacting to the different news that's happening. I just want to kind of get a clearer picture on the way the markets are reacting to a multitude of different FUDs, FOMO opportunities, and stuff like that. So I'm going to give you guys an update. Please, if this is your first time, please do subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, as well as smash the likes. Help me support this channel by providing feedback, and give me your comments and let me know what other content you'd like me to cover. Like I told you guys over the past couple of videos, I've been working on the course. I did a lot more research today just to sort of improve on and give more context to the lessons that I've been putting together on the course that I'm preparing for you all. I'm reading a lot more about the economy, a lot about the traditional finance market, just so that I can be able to tie it all together, because a lot of you may or may not be investing in crypto, or if you are investing in crypto, maybe you are just a lot of the fundamentals about the crypto market, but not how its place is going to be in the overall financial market, not only here in the United States, but all over the world. So I'm putting together a lot of different information so that I can be able to provide you the best context, so that moving forward, you're not only confident about the coins, about the opportunities that you're investing in, but the overall crypto markets in general. All right, so let's get right onto the charts today. So as you can see behind me, everything is red. Bitcoin was not able to sustain the hold off of the market last Friday and last Thursday like we were looking at, and it continued to fall, and it's sort of it's hit a support level, but it's not going to the price that we were hoping for. Like I told you guys, we wanted to go up to about 7,800 or 8,000. We needed to bounce back there and then consolidate in that area so that it can push up again. But that didn't happen over this weekend, and as expected, that's definitely not a surprise to all of us, because we know that the market in general usually goes down over the weekend, and it's the same is true today. Ethereum and Tron were the big drops of today, but as you can see, EOS also dropped, XRP, Ripple, and pretty much majority of the coins. Let's look at coin market cap today. So as of right now, the market cap is $304 billion, almost $305 billion, and the 24-hour volume is 16.8 billion dollars, and Bitcoin dominance is close. Wow, it's 0.1% away from a 40%. That's a massive dominance in everything. So a lot of people are just not playing the altcoins right now, and they are keeping their funds and trading Bitcoin instead, because it's been holding on steady. It hasn't dropped up under 7,000, but like I said, we could test under 7,000 levels by tomorrow or Tuesday. Tomorrow or Wednesday. So we'll see how that all transpire and that all works out. Ethereum took a big dump today, 8.92%, and we'll get through why that is, but you have to realize, I think if you can see, everything is in the red. Wow, Tron 16% over 24 hours, VeChain 12%, Bitcoin, Zilliqa, Ontology, 0RX 12%. Wow. I mean, this is a Memorial Day weekend discount, right? This is a great sale. So if there are coins that you've been looking at, now probably is a good time to start stacking your buy opportunities, dollar cost averaging, buying in, and as it goes down, buying in more of your positions so that you can be able to get the best average price, because you never know when this is going to bounce back. But looking at the market looking at the market cap, guys, it seems that we might test sub 300 billion, right? We might drop to maybe 280 billion dollars over this week if this bleeding does not stop. It seems like we're headed down, and Bitcoin could even looking at where it's going, it could even test sub 6,000. I'm not saying that's exactly what's going to happen, but the the trajectory of the opportunity and the bounces and the resistances seem to be heading in that direction. We hope that that's not the case, but it looks like there simply is not enough buyers in the market, guys. It seems, I mean, when you really look at it, when it went up to all-time highs, over $20,000 back in December, a lot of people, as bought with their credit cards, took out loans and stuff like that, and they had to repay those things. And back in January, as you may remember, if you've gotten letters from your credit card companies, if you are from the United States, you would have known that credit card companies do not allow you to buy cryptocurrencies anymore using your credit card. You may, but a lot of times they will charge you cash advance fees, like crazy amounts of interest rates, right? So the amount of money that was flooding in the market simply is not there, and a lot of people lost a lot of money during that time because they were expecting it to go to 30, 40, 50, 100,000, even $1 million, which was insane. So excuse me. So we saw the market then, what had happened, and currently that excitement and enthusiasm from the retail space, the people that are investing in cryptocurrencies like you and I, are simply not around. They're not buying in. So what happens is, when they don't buy in, a lot of this institutional investors that know how to play in the markets are simply pushing us down, simply shaking the markets out, and just being able to buy these big dips. So they're really capitalizing on our lack of experience and lack of finance, lack of funding. So a lot of it also goes into the fact that there's a lot of markets like in Bitfinex, BitMEX, where a lot of people are borrowing money, right? So if you borrow money, you margin trade, right? A lot of times the dips that we're experiencing, sometimes 15%, and usually I believe on Bitfinex you need to keep a margin of about 15%, or you are going to be liquidated. What that means is, when you're borrowing leveraged money from the exchanges to be able to buy more, I believe from Bitfinex you could do 3.3%, if I'm not mistaken, either 3% or 3.1%. So that means, three times. So if you had $100, you can basically purchase on Bitfinex up to $300, right? Of somebody else's money. So you're basically leveraging that opportunity to be able to capitalize on it, whether you're shorting it or you're putting a long position. So a short position is you're expecting it to drop, and a long position you're expecting it to go up. So a lot of times the rule is you need about 15% margin that you need to be able to keep. So if you lose more than 15%, you will automatically get liquidated. And if you do that, you could be losing half of your overall value, right? So that is something that you have to consider when there's not a lot of retail investors in the space. The only people that are left are either the hodlers that are not really selling their cryptos, and then the traders that are buying when every time there's an opportunity. I'm both. I hodl majority of my opportunities, but I also do some swing trades, day trades, position trades, and all that stuff. I'm not margin trading because I'm not comfortable borrowing money. If you have an account on BitMEX, I believe you can do like $1,000. You can buy up to 100 times, which is like $100,000 worth of crypto, but you got to return that money, mind you. So that is something that is available, but is extremely, extremely risky, and only for the people that really know what they're doing. So looking at the chart, as you can see, I erased everything, right? I cleaned it up. Right now we're looking at the day chart. Everything is the MACD is showing a lot of bear market activity, right? If you look at here, there's a lot when it's W's right here. I'll show you guys. So when things are W like this is when you see that it's a bear market, right? If you see this M right here, this is when it's a bull market, right? There's more people buying, there's more people selling. So as you can see, the MACD, which is the moving average conversion divergence chart, is showing that it is currently very bullish. Very bearish, right? Let me just get out of here. If you look at the RSI, it did not even hit above the oversold levels. This was towards the end of last month, 424, and as of today, it's pointing up. Maybe I can zoom in here. See, you see it hasn't touched it. It's pointing up, so it can still go down, guys, right? But it is oversold. So that's something that we have to watch out for. The last time that it was in oversold levels, we hit all the way down to 64, about 65, 6,300, right? And then here, when it was below the 30 again, as you can see, it's again back in February where we hit all the way down to 5,000. So, we can still see sub 6,000 here potentially, which we don't want to happen, but that's definitely what's going on. I'm looking at the day chart. It's sort of closing in the green right now, but it's it's a spinning top. As you can see, it's trading below the 15-day exponential moving average. Let's look at the volume. So there's not a lot of volume, as you can see, compared to when it was spiking here. As you can see, there was a lot more volume during this time right here. If you can see this period, let me see if I can draw a circle here. See, as you can see in this particular area, this was back in October, right? When it had a correction, September, October, right? November. And then it experienced a bull run where, as you can see, there was a lot of volume that was going into the market. And little by little, as you can see here again, let's see. I hope you can see my crosshairs here, right? As you can see at this time, when the first initial drop at about 6,700 here, this was back in February 4th, the first week of February. You can see there was a dramatic push up, right? It was bought up. This was still February, right? And ever since, it's been going down. Let's draw a line here. So as you can see, it's been going down, right? So that tells us that there's just not enough people buying, whether it's selling or buying. So that is definitely causing the prices to go down. Let's look at Ethereum today. This was Bitfinex. As you can see, I also erased all my charts, and this has not hit the daily oversold levels as of yet. I mean, it is, as you can see here. Let's look at the RSI for this. As you can see, it bounced and it's pointing up, but you know, that can still go all the way down here like it happened back in April. So, you know, we could still keep dramatically dropping down. As you can see here, there was a triple top here. This was back in December. So, you know, this is definitely something that it's definitely not happening right now. It was able to maintain, but right as of right now, everything is dropping like a fly, guys. So I think one of the main reasons is you have to understand that there are a lot of the current cryptocurrencies out there. You know, like when we look at coin market cap, like I told you guys before, there is a whole list of tokens. Let me see if I can. Oh, they changed that a little bit. Excuse me. Oh, I wonder why I cannot. Let's go to full list, and let's look at. I wonder why I can't. Oh, there you go. They changed up the interface just ever so slightly. Sorry guys. Some reason their coin market cap is acting a little bit crazy right now. It's not working. It's loading, so forget it, guys. We'll move on. All right, so as you can see for Ethereum today, there was a massive sell-off here on Bitfinex, right? It dropped all the way from, you know, almost 568 all the way down to it. I put this line here, $489, guys. So it dropped dramatically down there. So that is really bad. So but it was able to bounce back up and currently in the green on the day chart. So a new day has started. It started in the green, but as you can see, it's hitting some resistance there that is currently pushing it down. So we're gonna have to see how that all flies and how that all works out. But you know, there's definitely a lot of things that that's causing it to drop. One of the key things, like I was saying, that a lot of the current tokens out there, right, when they do a ICO, they dump all these coins, right? They accept Bitcoin, they accept Ethereum as a pair for you to invest into their company, into their business, into their coin. Of course, they need these money to continue hiring people. They go ahead and dump those. I'll show you guys one thing today. I want to show you guys this. So EOS is one of those cryptos that is an ERC token, right? ERC20 token. Basically, before, they don't have their own mainnet, they don't have their own blockchain, so they're having to use Ethereum's blockchain to be able to transact, right? They use that to earn some of their initial money to be able to invest in the project. And as they are releasing their mainnet, which is around the corner, just, you know, in a couple weeks, they're starting to dump all their Ethereum. And there was some news today that they dumped close to I think 80,000 Ethereum, right? So they dumped a lot, guys. So what happens, of course, you know, it sells off. So as you can see, this was the crowd sale address of EOS. This was all the people that, you know, bought in. As you can see, they're moving it. They're moving it out. This was 2 minutes, 11 minutes, so 321, 32 Ethereum, 689 Ethereum. So this is being sold off right now. Let's look at this, the EOS owner token transfer. Yeah, so everything is being transferred to the EOS. Yeah, so as you can see, they still have about $475 million worth of Ethereum at the current price of 518, and then here there's still $126 million. So there's still quite excuse me. There's still quite a lot of Ethereum to go, but as these projects sell off their positions, that's when we see a drop. I was reading this Ethereum World News today, that both Ethereum and Tron dropped by 9% in 2 hours, right? They're saying that, so what exactly is going on? They're saying that the NVT signal is still too high. We need more blockchain transactional activity to justify the current price. Or the price will continue to drop and to reconcile the difference. So that's the thing, because of the fact that there's a lot more that needs to be able to happen, a lot more utilization of the Ethereum in both the Tron blockchain. That's another reason why it could be potentially dropping. All right. So we have to watch out for this, guys. I'll keep you guys posted. I'm doing more technical analysis here to be able to see where we're going, but I want to see more. I mean, if it was me right now, excuse me, I'm still waiting for it to drop a little bit more. I feel that it's still going to drop because it's hitting some major resistance here. Let's just look at the 4-hour chart real quick. Yeah, as you can see, there's more sellers. We had this buy opportunity here, but right now it's in the red looking at the 4-hour chart. So this could potentially still go under sub 500. So I'm going to place a buy order at around 490 and layer it down so that I can be able to get the best prices. I'm going to do the same thing for Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin could go sub about 6,950. That's probably where I'm going to buy some. This is accumulation time. I mean, if you are holding some off, this probably is the time to start thinking of putting more in. Now, this is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to do it. Please do your own research. This is not financial advice. I'm not a licensed financial advisor, so don't just do it because I'm telling you. But from my perspective, that is what I personally will be doing. I'll be layering my buy opportunities here. I'm not going to be trading altcoins. I still have some altcoin position. Majority of my positions are in the altcoins, right? But I want to be able to hold some of the major coins. Right now, the play is the major coins. I haven't even looked into ICOs and stuff like that because of the fact that a lot of the projects have just been cooling off. Zella, which was a big ICO back earlier this year, is currently 6x, right? So that is a great opportunity. Congratulations if you bought into that. But as of right now, I'm not looking into those opportunities. I am going to be doing that probably when the bull market starts again, because a lot of times, it might be cheaper to just wait for these ICOs to come into exchanges, right? And especially for me, I'm in the US, I can't really buy these ICOs because I'm not an accredited investor, and a lot of times they already prevent us here in the US from buying it. So the way I ever look into this is working with other people in other parts of the country to be able to invest in some of these coins, right? That's really the only way for me to be able to do that. So we'll see how that pans out, and I'm gonna keep you guys posted. All right, so let's get into some news, guys. All right, so as you can see, one of the big news today here on Cointelegraph, German prosecutor seized cryptos for millions of euros. So this could be another reason why there is a massive sell-off. And of course, a lot of times when there is sell-off that happens, it sort of creates a trickle down effect where, you know, when they see sell-offs happening, people tend to sell off, being because, people just don't trust in their instinct a little more than they should. And so when there's signs of sell-offs, then they also sell off as well. They were saying that since all cryptocurrencies are exposed to risk of high price fluctuations or even total loss, the Bayern Central Cybercrime Office ordered an emergency sale. This was in the German state of Bavaria. So, 12 million euros, which is about $13.9 million. That's quite a bit, guys. So, that's at one time. So that could potentially be showing. I mean, that could basically be signaling a lot of drops, right? So another fun news today was Poloniex crypto exchange. They've been starting to, because they were bought by Goldman Sachs backed company, which is Circle, right? So what they're doing is they're currently looking into reporting a lot of the tax transactions to the U.S. government, right? The IRS. So what happens then is they require you to validate your identity. So what they do is they frozen a lot of people's accounts, right? So and it's causing a lot of people not to be able to trade. So this could be potentially another reason why there is another sell-off. So I mean, this is really looking at a lot of just coordinated news that comes out and activities by all private parties, governments, and all that stuff. So I don't for me, this is really, it seems like it's done on purpose, guys, right? Because a lot of the institutions, I think what they're doing is, I may be wrong. I mean, I probably am, but it seems to me that they're accumulating. They're shaking everybody out of the market. Those that have weak hands will be kicked out, and then they're able to claim these opportunities for themselves at bargain prices. Because as you know, like Bitcoin, for example, they're not making more. I mean, I know there's Bitcoins that are mined every single day, but once the 21 million is hit, then we're going to be, there's going to be less and less, and it's going to take time to be able to get to the 21 million. We're not going to mine 21 million until 2140, but until by 2020, they say about majority of the Bitcoins would have already been mined. The only reason that we're going to delay it all the way to 2040 is the fact that every so often the rewards of Bitcoin will be halved, right? Right now, I believe it's 12 or 12 point something Bitcoin per per release, and then it's going to drop down to about 6.25, I believe. So that's something to really look at, right? So another news today was this was from bitcoin.com. South Korean exchange Bitthumb, which is the largest South Korean exchange out there, blocks trading in 11 countries just to be able to avoid some of these money laundering activities that a lot of these other countries may be engaged in. So some of the countries are like Serbia, Ethiopia, Syria, Trinidad, Tobago, Tunisia, Vanuatu, Yemen, I believe Iraq, North Korea as well. So they've blocked those countries from using Biththumb's exchange. So again, that if they're holding some of their coins, then they may panic, go to another exchange and sell their currencies out. So, some of these are happening all at the same time. So they're also always catalysts, right? I was reading this news from Am Crypto. It's from John McAfee. Corruption, no less than gangrene, is reversible, he says in an exclusive interview to them. So he said that there may be thousands of ways, but none that we have not yet discovered. Crypto is the first. They were talking because he released a declaration of currency independence, which it's quite interesting, releasing it on Memorial Day. So he did like this manifesto, this document that he felt that I think there's a picture here I was reading on this news, because he's saying that there's a war on cryptocurrencies and the banks and the institutions right here. See, let's click this. So he declared declaration of currency of independence. So check on this, guys. Just Google it or type currencyindependence.com and you could read it in multiple different languages. This is basically his manifesto of why there needs to be a currency independence from the global financial system, right? So he was one of the things here, it says that where value was once proven by the strength of the state at the end of a barrel, humans have developed, demonstrated, and proliferated a technology capable of providing value through the expenditure of electricity via the irrevocable proof of math. Such a concept has never been accomplished prior to the initiation of Bitcoin blockchain. So this is going to revolutionize banking as we know it. Like we always talk about that. Now 4,000 years of banking is being flipped on its head. So that's definitely something that we need to be able to realize and see what opportunities we can be able to play. All right, so just keep in mind, guys, when the bloods are out on the street, that is the time to take action, right? When people are fearful, you should be greedy, and when others are greedy, you should be fearful. That is something that Warren Buffett advises. So I'm not sure what's happening. I think it's my internet that's going crazy. All right, so as you can see, everything is red. So this might be the opportunity for you guys to be able to buy some of the great dips before we get into a bull market. All right, well, that's pretty much it, guys. I'm gonna keep you guys updated on what's going on. Tomorrow is back in the grind. I'm going back to work tomorrow. I'm going to continue finishing up my research so that I can be able to finish up the course that I'm working for you guys, and I will keep you guys posted. I'm going to I have a lot of plans to put more videos, and I'm going to keep recording those, and once they're all ready, I'm going to release them in sequence. All right, well, until I talk to you guys tomorrow, I wish you and your family a success filled day. Good night, everyone. Thank you, and I love you guys. Bye.